and welcome to round 7 of the 2013 GT Cup Championship. Built into the natural contours of the Cheshire countryside, we're at a circuit with the most stunning scenery and picturesque landscape. Celebrating its 60th anniversary in 2013, it still remains popular with drivers and fans alike. Welcome to Oulton Park.
Seamus Jennings.
Peter Jennings.
My name is Barry Horn. I'm Dexter Racing's team manager.
Seamus, I know you've just had qualifying. You're second and third in your class. Just tell us, how was it out there? I mean, the temperature's got to be quite excruciating.
It's excruciatingly warm, absolutely. It's closest thing I can really say it's like is a sauna, where the door's locked and you can't get out when somebody's turning the thermostat up. So there's nearly a sense of panic. Having said that, we've got a little air conditioning system, so we can stick it for 25 minutes, I'm pretty sure.
There was a bit of traffic out there as well, wasn't there?
There was a bit of traffic, but you know, that's to be expected. Most of the drivers, in fact all of them, are very, very good drivers, very considerate, so we were able to pick our way through, and when a quicker car comes behind you, you let him through, and vice versa, so it works very, very well.
Peter, we're just chatting to your dad there about the qualifying, second and third in your class. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, very good, excellent. Well, we came here, today's our first day racing on the circuit, and we came for a test day last week and found it incredibly challenging, actually very, very difficult circuit to learn. So to come here today and qualify in class positions second and third respectively was, I think, a really good achievement, actually. Yeah, we're very happy with that.
So why is it a difficult circuit to learn from your perspective?
It's every corner's blind. You can't go into a corner knowing what's on the other side. It's a very classic circuit. I believe it's been here 100 years. I'm not too sure myself, but it's very bumpy, very blind, very quick. It takes a lot of guts to go quick around here, I'll tell you that. So the guys who are sitting up higher up the grid, I'm telling you, they must be very brave lads, yeah.
Barry, just tell us what your role is within the team and what it involves throughout a race weekend.
My role within the team is team manager, so I look after the organisation of the team before an event and during the event. I also manage Alex and Rupert Martin as well, so I've got to get them prepped and prepared before each race, and so a bit of hard work over the weekend.
Because it's not just about a drive out on the circuit, is there? There's so many other team members with different duties as well.
There is. It's the matter of just delegating the right guy for the right job. And that's what we've worked on when we've done the Ferrari Challenge in Europe, coming to GT Cup. Just try to work with the same guys so we've got the continuity within the team.
As you can just see down here, there's oil on the circuit, which might make it quite slippery for our drivers. And we've already had an incident with Kevin earlier on in qualifying, so just have to see how they get on.
Kevin Riley down in 7th on the grid, but pole position going to championship leader Alex Martin. Ian Loggy takes GTB pole alongside, then GTO, Nigel Mustill. Will Goff, welcome to the championship, Will. He's 4th, then Ian Dockerell, Mike Donovan. Kevin Riley 7th, Peter Jennings in 8th place. 9th, Chris Randall, followed by Dan Stringfellow. GTA pole, Paul Fleury, then Chris Dockerell and Seamus Jennings. Rupert Martin 14th, followed by Darren Nelson and Sean Winder. Jeff White in the BMW, Ben Tompkins, then Chris Bentley and Matthew Chamberlain. Peter Rowbottom, Sam Mole and Ross McEwen complete the grid. From a spectator's point of view, you can't get much better than this. The full circuit here at Oulton Park, sunshine and a wonderful grid of GT Cup Championship runners. Coming up across the line, on board and in car with Rupert Martin. A very hot day at the office for Rupert. And look at that, the Riley from the second row of the grid challenging for the lead as they go into Old Hall Corner for the first time. On board with Rupert Martin, challenging hard. Chris Dockerell in the lime green Ferrari 430, the slightly older Ferrari, the 458. We are on board with Rupert Martin's car, and it's his son leading in yellow. What a glorious sight these cars make as they go down through Cascades for the first time. Then onto Lakeside. around the sweeping left-hander, Island Bend, which is where they are now, then to the furthest reaches of this 2.69 mile circuit at Oulton Park, the Shell Oils corner. Overtaking opportunity perhaps here, and then they'll round that and go down towards turns 6, 7 and 8, the Britain's chicane, where they are now. Then the climb over the hilltop and down towards Hislop chicane, and Knickerbrook turn 12 on the exit. But at the moment it's the championship leader Alex Martin from Ian Logie. Ian back with us. We haven't seen him since Donington Park. Cracking start. Looks like the Mosler's lost a few positions, doesn't it? So Kevin Riley with a fair bit of work to do after an incident in qualifying. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to Kevin about that as we stay on board with Rupert Martin. Chasing hard, third in a trio of Ferraris at the moment. Dan Stringfellow goes through. He leads Class B in terms of championship points in his BMW. There in car number 20 is Seamus Jennings. So it looks like Rupert Martin's managed to pass Sean Winder. Seamus Jennings is in front. There's Kevin Riley in the Mosler. Kevin fourth in the championship and leading Class GTO at the moment, the fastest, biggest class effectively. Now Rupert Martin having a good go here at Seamus Jennings. Both drivers racing in the Ferrari 458. We've got a few 430s in the mix as well. Chris Dockerell, one of those, the slightly older car. Will Goff running well. Great to see Will joining the championship and enjoying his racing. We go back and have a quick look. Paul Fleury and 77 car Jeff Wyatt. Now Jeff, third in the championship, 177 points, leads Class A and has been very consistent. He's had 3 class wins so far, all of them at Brands, 2 fastest laps as well at Brands Hatch. And back to the Ferrari battle, and it's the LEDX car of Rupert Martin, working hard. It's so hot for these drivers this weekend. 23 cars, a very good entry for our meeting. There is Will Goff in car number 59. A good qualifying performance from Will, second in GTB, second only to Ian Logie. And Logie, no slouch, took all 3 fastest laps, Ian Logie, at the opening meeting of the season. There is Ian in the white-black with green trim car, coming under pressure from the Riley, which is now, rather than racing in the invitation class, which it did at Brands Hatch, is now fully fledged in GTO. So the Riley gunning for championship points this weekend. Climbing up the hill, trio of Porsches with Ian Dockerell at the moment at the back of that gaggle of cars, the number 11 machine. Ian, another driver we saw at Donington, had a DNF in the first race of the year. And here's the battle on for second position. Different classes represented here. And at the moment, Alex Martin in GTC is away and down the road. There's his dad, Rupert, incidentally running as he promised at Brands Hatch with aero on the car. Ran the earlier part of the season without the wing on the back, so this is a bit of a learning opportunity as well for Rupert Martin. This is new territory this weekend for him. And still busy challenging Seamus Jennings in the red Ferrari up ahead of him as they go down into Old Hall Corner once again. This is the view from Rupert Martin. So 2 very evenly matched cars, 2 very evenly matched drivers as well. Sean Winder down behind them, and then just behind them the Ginetta G50 of Paul Fleury running well. So good to see Paul running well. Took a class win in the third race at Brands Hatch. So Paul again looking to be the class of the field. GTA extremely close in the GT Cup Championship as we stay on board with Rupert Martin, still putting pressure on Seamus Jennings at the moment. And Paul Fleury getting right in the mix, punching above his weight here, you've got to say. Sean Winder, the man coming under pressure in the number 6 Ferrari 430, slightly older of the 2 Ferraris, the 458 of course replacing the 430, and we go back on board one of the newer cars. Rupert Martin still there. Now down into Hislops, right, left hits the apex, coming into Knickerbrook now, which is where our second commentary position is. You can just see it on the outside. Then from Knickerbrook, it's a big climb up through City Hall, up towards Druids Corner. But now look at this, the Riley's coming through. Nigel Mustill up into second place, back with Rupert Martin, still putting the pressure on. It really is a job to know where to look, because there are so many battles going on right the way down the field. 3 Ferraris and a Ginetta all in the mix. Fantastic stuff from them, but at the moment Seamus Jennings still holding on. Wider line into Lodge Corner for Rupert Martin in the Ledex back Ferrari. Down into Deerleaf, up the other side. He'll pick up the pit signals. It looks like Sean Winders having a little bit of a look down the inside as well. Perhaps just a speculative look at this time as we go into Old Hall again. And then down the avenue, through the right-hand kink at Denton's, into Cascades again. Now, it does look as if the Riley is really starting to come on song, and the race leader, Alex Martin, being put under pressure. Now, let's put this in perspective. Martin's the championship leader, and he is in GTC, and he's been challenged by GT Oka. It's not going to be the end of the world if he's passed. Certainly a challenge on as they come down from Hilltop into Hislops. No, the sports prototype car a little bit too far back on that occasion, but very much notice of intent from Nigel Mustill, who's putting the pressure on absolutely big time here in the sunshine at Oulton Park.